Cave Fibers is now live streaming Makers Amp Crafting. Let us continue this emotional support chicken. Mirror Stepper. KBBBBBBBBB. Knicker Girl. KBBBBBBBB.
Hello everybody, welcome in. Oh my gosh, y'all so cute. Knitter Girl claiming first, Mirror claiming second. Hello. Oh, there's a Pokemon. Oh my goodness. It's not gonna count, so we'll have to wait till the next 12 minutes. That's fine. It's fine. Hamtrax redeeming her at third. Hello. Hamtrax made it to third base. Just had to. Just had to. Alrighty. So I was just trying to finish lunch. Had some cheesy popcorn. Ads. And I made fajitas for dinner, so there's just enough leftovers to have one more fajita. Ooh, monster cookies. I have to change up the recipe for myself for monster cookies because I can't do the chocolate in it. Oh, I forgot. Anyway, I finished leftover worsted weight yarn chicken. So there's that. I was just trying to figure out the black and white one. Bluey, hello. So I made half the tail already. We're gonna work on this one today, but ooh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I couldn't have any, but yeah, there was some left over. Do you? Sorry, popcorn in my teeth. They were very good.
Sorry I had to go fast today with my stream. Something came up.
Oh, that's okay, you know. No worries. No worries, Bluey.
It's finishing now. Mirror Stepper. Also, I really can't wait to see the black and white.
Well, this is the issue because I'm doing stripes and I have to do 2 rows because it's garter stitch. In order for you to see it on, you know, a full row on the right side, you got to do a full row on the wrong side. Well, if I were to do the second one exactly the same, one side would be this and then the other side would be that.
That makes sense.
So, what I'm having to do, I was doing a sample.
Hi there, friends. How's everyone?
Hey, Cub. So, yeah, you can tell I've done and ripped out. I've done and ripped out. This is my answer to figuring this out. I could
Looks like it is coming out well.
either
Hey, craft tycho.
I could either
Craft tycho.
pearl the whole thing,
Stepper, stepper, hi, hi.
which was working out, but problem is I pearl a little looser than I knit, so it wasn't coming out exactly like this one. It was a little looser, and I didn't want that. It didn't look right, so I ripped it out. So now I am knitting left-handed and then purling right-handed back. Knitting left-handed, purling. So far the tension seems a lot closer to the other one. So that's the way I'm going to have to wing this one. We might get to this when we finish that one, but we need to finish that one first. So I was trying to figure that off. I was trying to figure that out off stream. All the words just don't want to come. All right. I'll just set it there, I guess. Of course. Oh, what do you mean your hard work? Oh, yeah, it was hard to figure out, yes. It was hard to figure out, but I'm getting there. It took a bit more brain power than I had yesterday. So, this thing, this cute little thing right here, would not let me sleep this morning. I wanted to sleep in because I was having a rough night of sleeping last night. So I wanted to sleep in and get my full 8 hours of rest. Well, you guessed it. This thing wanted her second snack breakfast. And so she was in there pouncing on me. Right? Don't you hate it when that happens? Oh, let me fix the chicken camera. Sorry. Yeah. So I end up getting up. I get her second breakfast. I go to lay back down. And Mia wouldn't have it. She's like, no, you're up. Fine, I'm up. Fine, I am up. And now I can't even find Mia. I don't know where she disappeared to. I don't know. The kitty has done disappeared. I looked everywhere in this house and have not seen her. She's got an awful good hiding spot somewhere. Huh. You gonna tell where Mia's at? She's not in here. Because this room was closed. I don't know. Maybe backside of the treadmill is the only thing I can think of where she could fit to hide. She's not under the counter in the dining room. That's another hiding place. She's not there. She's not at the back door. She's not... she can't get under the bed. Can't get under the bed. She's not in the closet.
Maybe she comes while you stream.
I'm hoping so. If not, I don't know.
Cats are good at hiding. Mine would do it all the time.
Yeah, Mia's really good at hiding, and I don't know where she's at. Could not find her. Usually, she's sleeping at the back door or in the kitty seat in the living room window. Yeah, neither place. She's not in the bedroom. She's not in either bathroom. This one here is the one that likes the bathroom. Turn on that faucet. She likes to play in the water. I have to close her out of the bathroom so I can get a shower, or I have Kitty in the shower with me. She's a weirdo. Yeah, you're the weirdo. But we love you. All right, Miss Abby, we gotta get to work. Come on, it's work time. It's work time. Thank you. All right. Where are we at? We are using mandala. Hey, there's my scissors. I was looking for those. Anyway,
I remember I had a cat that just loved sleeping in the bathroom sink, who knows why.
You know, she likes to lay in the bathroom sink. She likes to drink out of the toilet. So I make sure the water's been flushed and, you know, in good condition before she goes in there to drink out. It's disgusting, but it's what she does. As long as it's clean, fresh water, I'm okay with it. But, you know,
it's a chicken.
You know.
Aw,
thank you for the check-in.
TCC check-in.
Okay, we'll skip the ad. There you go. There you go. So, yep, let's go. Y'all so cute. Y'all so cute. Anyway, we need red because we need to do the comb. We ended stream yesterday at sewing the seam. So we have that seam. We have a little bit of extra yarn here. So we need to do that. And we still need to do the underbelly piece. So there's still quite a bit of knitting to do. Hopefully we can finish up today and then move over to the black and white one and see if I've got that figured out. My mind is just still looking for the kitty.
I'm loving the colors on this one.
This one is the mandala tweed stripes. This is actually the second chicken out of the tweed stripes. Oh, let me grab this. This is a full cake. Mandala tweed stripes. Color is called Shooting Star. I don't know. I wouldn't think Shooting Star with those colors, but you know, okay. Exotic Kitty, hello. It's been a while. Hello and welcome in. I did reset all the things, so hopefully everything's working right. Ooh, very cool. So the first one I made had more reds. And that one sold. That one sold pretty quickly. Sorry, I'm still trying to get popcorn out of my teeth. I shouldn't have had that with my lunch, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So I still have the waddle to do. Comb is done and sewn on. We need to do the waddle. So I have a slip knot in red. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Knitter Girl. Well, happy belated birthday. Sorry I missed your movie Friday, but we had so much stuff going on. And I also had a week off for a vacation. First vacation in I don't know how many years, since mid-90s, I want to say. I've not had a vacation. So it was fantastic. I had a great time with family. It was, I can't say enough about it. I collected some things, but I have to figure out, I think I figured something out. Because I'm doing like a junk journal for the travels, and at the time, or during the travels, I had taken this notebook, and I bought this special butterfly pen. I don't know why I felt like butterfly. It just appealed to me, so I picked it up. Anyway, so I wrote that it's a travel journal, and everything we did, I left spaces in case I want to toss pictures or other stuff in here.
huge migraine Sunday and Monday.
Ooh.
Sunday had very bad
So,
issues and pain and whatnot. Most of the day usually doesn't last all day, but this time is
I think...
the day felt a tad off, but not terrible. Still better than before, though.
Oh, good. Good. So...
Gotta have what makes you happy.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
You have nice writing, but me.
Oh, I don't know. I messed up the wrong word there, and yeah, it's kind of a mess. But you know, it's my initial notes of the trip, things that happened, funny things that come up, like my mom and my sister clanging helmets. It was funny because my mom was driving, and of course it has a thumb throttle, and it was her own quad, but her quad, if I remember before, used to have like more of a motorcycle handle, and they had to change it out. So it used to have the motorcycle handle, so you just twist your wrist for the acceleration. Well, now it has the thumb throttle. So her thumb kept slipping off, and every time her thumb would slip off the throttle, they'd jerk forward a little bit, and so they kept clapping helmets because Mom was prepared for it, and Deb, you know, my sister Deb was not prepared for it. So it was funny. And of course, my sister was wearing one of those helmets that have like the earpiece in it and the mic, so she could communicate with one other person, and that was my brother. Not my oldest brother, but my second brother. Anyway, so he kept hearing the bang, and then all he would do is hear them laugh and giggle. I love hearing my mom giggle. I absolutely love hearing her giggle. It's fun. She's got a great laugh. I love it. So that was one of the fond memories that I wrote in the book. But while there, we collected some things. We collected rocks from one of the beaches, and we saw a lot of crayfish. So I've got some crayfish claws. Right, exactly. Well, I was trying to be diligent about it, so every evening when we wind down after dinner, I was writing in the journal, trying to remember everything, writing things down. So anyway, I kept these few things, and I thought I have this foam tape, and I thought with the foam tape I could create like a shadow box to put these little claws in, to put in the junk journal, just to help preserve them. I'm thinking I might break this piece here off, so it's not sticking up so high. But I thought I probably should like put a spray acrylic on these too, just to preserve them a lot better, and then create a shadow box with foam tape. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if lamination would work with something that's 3D. I don't know. I've never tried that.
Or somehow do resin keychains to somehow add to book.
Yeah, I don't have any resin. But I want to add it into my junk journal. So I thought if I need to do something with them to preserve them. And I don't want the rocks to keep crushing them. But the rocks have fossils on them. There you go. Good job. There's all kinds of fossils and stuff in some of these rocks. I took pictures of other ones. And this one here has a few different colors. So I think what I want to do with this one is put it through my polisher. And this one as well, I want to put through the polisher. See if I can get some of the other colors and things to come out of it. You know, the This one here I think I'm going to leave as is. This is going to go on my mantle and probably sit this way so you can see the fin right on top. So anyway, that's the plan with those. Trying to keep it so it doesn't get all crushed with the rocks. You know, this bag moves around, whatever. I'm just happy they made it home in one piece, to be honest. But now that they're home and all, I really want to make sure they don't get broken. Oh, goodness. So I want to create like a shadow box kind of thing. Oh gosh.
Lady Cricket Bug. Check it. Cape Fiber. TCC check and let S go.
There we go. Skip that. There we go.
BRB.
So that's kind of the thing on that. Sorry, it took me a minute just to... Thank you for the check-ins. Lady Cricket Bug hanging out. Thank you also for the lurk.
Lady Cricket Bug. Chicken.
Okay.
Knicker Girl. Hello, Lady Cricket Bug.
So this is 3.
Lady Cricket Bug.
5.
I hope you have a good stream.
I think so. We're gonna hopefully finish this chicken today.
Lady Cricket Bug. Hi, Knicker Girl.
And then cute heart froggies. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Feels like it could rain. There we go. Waddle is made. We just need to sew it on. Hi, Abby. Hi, Abby. Ow. So demanding. Yeah, you. So demanding. Alright. I'm going to stick my hand inside. Still want this flat right where the seam is at. I'm going to grab her right underneath the beak. Pull through. Get this to lay flat. Go through this. Go through the seam. Go through the waddle. Go through the seam. Abby. What is the problem, my dear? Did you find your sister? Where is she? Where? Yeah, can you show me? Can you show me? You'll have to show me. Come on. Show me. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Yep, show me. Be right back. Show me, where is he? geez. She's showing me her snack bowl. She's like, look, here's my snack bowl. Yeah, and there's all kinds of snacks in your snack bowl. That's not your sister. Oh my gosh. She's something else. Right? She's right? That's what I'm feeling. I'm going to leave a little bit of this wattle loose on the bottom. But I feel like I need to weave in or get this tail end to go to the inside. So let's do it. Go down it. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Did any of it come inside? A dabble. Is that dabble enough to make a knot? Maybe, maybe not. Ooh, I did it. Kind of, sort of. All right. Answer? Glue. Answer is glue. We're gonna put a dot of glue on there. I don't normally do this. Of course, normally I leave longer tails, so I don't have to do this. But that will secure the knot. My goodness. My goodness. Okay. Just leave that. We're gonna leave it to dry just the way it is. So we can put that away. We're gonna set the innards. Chicken is showing her innards. Alright, in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and start working on knitting the undersection. So again, I don't need a super long tail here. I'm gonna leave a little bit of one, maybe 3.5 inches.
Chocolate biscuit thingies in a drink.
Ooh.
With migraine, I wonder if it is going to rain again today.
Oh no, Mir. Well, I just did a reverse loop cast on for casting it to 2 stitches. I'm gonna knit them and get the tips in without splitting the yarn would be absolutely fantastic. Okay, and then our ever popular knit front and back. You could also do reverse loop. There's all kinds of different things.
Just a regular cast on.
A regular cast on. Just, you know. Backwards loop it, whatever you want. Okay, chickens are alerted to something. Not sure what. I'm not seeing anything. Hens on the other side are still under the house. Okay, now we're going to just knit 3 rows. Oh my gosh, you just had all those snacks and you're gonna come whine at me? Oh my gosh. Okay. Now front and back twice. You could do just front and backwards loop, same thing. I'm glad you think